it's Claire from Restoring Balance here, and this afternoon we are going to be looking at the neck. Now, restorative movement in the neck is amazing. It's almost like just giving yourself a little hug, and afterwards you will feel so much better. Now, our necks traditionally have a really tough time because we put quite a lot on them. We carry bags on one shoulder. We collect injuries and stress throughout all of our working life. So if you've ever had a car accident, well, you've probably done that, or maybe this. You've played rugby, you've done contact sports, you've probably had a few head injuries along the way. Even if none of that, you sit there and you go, no, that doesn't sound like my life. Maybe you might be a mosh pit lover. I know, you got me out there. Or you could have had a nasty fall where you might have fallen on your bum, but the waves and the impact would have gone up to your neck. So there's lots and lots of reasons why people experience neck pain. Modern life doesn't really help us because we spend a lot of time hunched like this. So if you're driving, and I used to do a job where I used to drive lots and lots of miles, and literally I could be sat on the N25, which is the big old round motorway that goes around London, which you generally, if you live down where I live, you have to go around it to get anywhere north. You spend quite a lot of time sat there, and it's really common for people who drive lots of miles to get lots of tightness and lots of tension in across here and in their necks, because they're literally sat there like this, and you just literally just see their shoulders just rising up to their ears. So yeah, that's one reason. Obviously the traditional whiplash, that's the head coming forwards or back or side to side. Any contact sports that you might have played, or having a fall where the impact's travelled up your spine and landed at your head. Other reasons why your neck might be a bit ouchy is you may have had surgery recently. So you may have had intubation, where they've put you to sleep for surgery, tube down your neck. You may have been on a ventilator. Other things that go on in general life is obviously we have our mobile devices, so you'll be spending a lot of time probably looking at your phone or potentially reading a book, and we know that when the head is in a forward position like this, it weighs a lot more and the effect of gravity is much greater than when we're sitting upright. So they're all the reasons why we need to look after our neck. Now remember that when we do these moves, restorative movement is super gentle. It's done in time with our breath, and we should only be doing things in groups of 3 or groups of 5. So if it starts to feel a bit ouchy, then you're not in that place where you're ready to be doing this movement yet. So go back to the previous one. Don't push through the pain, because that's not what this is about. We need everything to be super calm, super gentle, so your body goes, yeah, do you know what, this bit of movement that I've not been accessing, actually it's okay to go there now. It's like discovering a long lost friend. So we're going to start really simply. We're going to start by bringing our chin down to our chest, coming back to the middle, and then going up. So we're just going to go breath in, How did that feel? So we've done going down, we've done going up. What we're going to do now is we're going to join those two bits together into one continual move. So breath in, How's that for you? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go from here to there, and we're going to lead the movement with our chin. Okay, so we're literally just going to turn our head and look to one side. And then when we do this, as we go out, we inhale. When we come back, we're going to exhale. So we've done this side, now we need to go that way. So again, lead with my chin, gonna look this way now. So hopefully you're feeling okay. So the next step is to obviously join that movement together. So we're going to start here, we're going to go out to here, we're going to come back, we're going to stop very briefly here, and then go out to this side, because obviously we know that movements don't happen in isolation. Now when you did this, you may find that one side, it's easier for you to turn your head to one side than it is another. That's perfectly normal. It could just mean that actually you've got a bit of tightness going on either in your chest muscles here or in your shoulder muscles there. So it is quite normal. Just means that that's where you might need to do a few more repetitions on this side if this is where you're feeling the tightness. It doesn't mean that you do your 3 to 5 and take it to 10 or 15. No, we stay at 3 to 5. It just means you do them more often. So you can sit there and do this whilst you're on a conference call. You could turn your video off, or you could just go, actually I'm going to do it, and see whether anybody asks me any questions. Do you know what, if that's me, that's where I'm at, because actually people need to know about this stuff. So we're going to do the whole movement all together. So breath in, breath out. So I naturally always start to go that side, but now you get to do it again for a second time, but starting with the side that you didn't start with last time. So for me, I'm going this way. So you carry on and do a few more. Now remember not to speed up, you should be taking your time over this and savour this moment of quietness. Notice what your body might be telling you. You might be picking up feelings from elsewhere in the body as you do this. And just literally make a mental note of them or write them down so that we can explore what they are and what they mean later on. So life just doesn't happen in this whole left, right, up, down thing. Actually, we need to look up, so diagonally up, we need to look diagonally down. So this time we're going to start here and we're going to come down to the top of our bra strap in this little squidgy bit just below our shoulder. Come down and back up and down And then the same this side, down to there. Now remember to breathe in as you look down and breathe out as you start to look back up. Okay, now we're going to look upwards because sometimes we need to look up to see what's on a shelf. So again, start here and we're going to go over to there. Now while you're doing these, pay attention to what your breath's doing, because you might notice when you go to do a certain action that you notice a change with your breath. It might feel that it's much more noticeable. You can't take your breath in or your exhale at certain points in the movement. You're like, oh, I just can't do that. You might even be holding your breath. Let me know if you are. So we've done here, here, here. So if you've got just over here to do now. So here to there. Okay, so we've already established that our heads don't move in isolation. So now we need to start to join some of these movements together. So we are going to start with here to there. So we're going to look down and then we're going to look up. Look down and then up. How did that feel? And we're going to come to this side and we're going to go down and up again. So down, looking down at my toes and looking up towards the ceiling. And now I'm going to look from this corner to that corner. Because there are points in our life when actually that's quite a necessary skill. So I'm going to start here and come to there. Now, if you've had any type of dental surgery recently, that will probably feel absolutely amazing. So we've done the corners. Well, actually, there's one we've forgotten. We haven't gone from here to there. So we're going to look down to this side and we'll look along the floor over to this side. And then we're going to go back and to the other side. So now we've done all 4 bits of the square. Now we need to try and bring them together and almost pop them and make them into a circle now. So we're going to start here and I'm going to travel all the way around throughout all the diagonal sections that we've just visited and try and make it into a slow, smooth circle. I'm going to start this side and we're going to try and do 3 and we're going to notice our breath. We're going to see what our breath does, but also we're going to listen. So I'm going to make you multitask now. So not only have you got to focus on your breath, you've also got to try and listen out for any messages that your body might be telling you as well. So start here, come down, look up, go over and down and round. Over to here, up to there, are you doing? Now we get to go this way. So again, we're going to start here and come around. Down, down, up, over, down, how are you feeling? Now for me, my perfect combo is to do the circles and then do the towel ringing from the shoulder video. That makes an awesome combo. Is there anything else that I need to tell you? I don't think there is, but if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below.